ಆಗಲೇ Monesta sici, effettivamente ce l'ho. Ma è quello no. The money of what girl purchases to some employees. Every time to card payment to them to find them. Atmaka.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakammalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Ancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Varnasrama college. This is a subject matter. We'll be discussing this. Okay. We have seven students. That means one is mean. Then how many? 2. 5 are there. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. No problem. In Hindi, actually, afternoon, actually, 12 o'clock I was having. So Hindi group actually. There, initially maybe some 10 are there. Gradually it will go to the 16 or 17, that's all. But class they used to come at least 80 to 90. But I don't know. Maybe Sunday they are busy, I think. Maybe. And that is a busy or otherwise. They may not be liking. Anyway, actually, It's a very serious. This movement is very serious. This, just 1 second. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, मैं busy हूँ प्रभु, class में हूँ प्रभु. I will call you back. Yeah. So this is a very important moment. Srila Prabhupada's desire. Yes. It's a life and soul for us. This service. Definitely, yeah. Everyone is having their own service, no problem. But yes, we'll try to push ourselves also. Let us say discussion. Let us discuss from the wherever we stop. So from there we'll discuss. And Sadhana Vriddhi Mataji is making notes very nicely. Really, we appreciate her. So we'll be continuing that and trying to get this some shape for the Varnasrama college. So whatever the codes we took out, so based upon that, and also in future we will be adding some more things so that some systematic order may come. Many times people, they say, you always say Varnashrama, what is the practical step? Varnashrama college means what is that? How it should look? Various things, various factors, who will start, who will be the teachers, what is the time, where is the curriculum, how to train, and who will do that, from where resources we get. So many questions they ask. Okay, that is right. So we'll be definitely trying to help them. Those questions are very valid. So whatever we bring out, Varnashrama college is nothing but the extended form of the Gurukul. Actually, in the traditional period of time, we used to have the Gurukul education. In that, people in general society, people, they will be sent to, the students will be sent to there, and those will be trained from the beginning. And yes, so that's why there was no need of having any Varnashrama college. This concept at all is not at all there actually. Only Gurukul concept is there. But then now the situation is very awkward. It is out of hands, because now complete society is deformed. There are no Gurukuls. There is no traditional education. Unfortunately, nobody is having the faith on the traditional education also. They don't have faith also much. It's a very unfortunate thing. And they are thinking, so this modern education is only the savior. That means is only the way to live. Anyway, these many things happened already. So that's why. So to train the elder people who already crossed their age, that means Gurukula age they crossed. And also we don't have any Gurukuls. Now how to repair this society? How to do the surgery for the society? This is the movement actually. This Krishna conscious movement is only the hope. Prabhupada says thousands of times this in his purpose and also in his lectures, in morning walk, room conversations, and so on so. Because the society is now not in a right position. So that's it. To repair this, we need the Varnashrama college. Once after the maybe 100, 200 years later, so then once again, so by that time, all the society will be in a right position. So Gurukul will be there, students will be trained from the beginning. Then like this, So whole society will be in a track. Now this is a transition period. So for last 150 to 200 years, so this whole Vedic culture is being so purposefully spoiled actually by the many people who are not devotees of the Lord, who don't have any faith in the Vedic scriptures. Those people purposefully spoiled this entire educational system and also social systems. And that's why there is a deformation. The natural system is Varnasrama system. It may be the Kali Yuga, it may be any Yuga. This Bharata Bhumi, this Bharata Varsha, in that Bharata Kanda, especially Bharata Varsha, in the Jambudvipa, Bharata Varsha is meant for Varnashram. It is eternal principle actually. Anyone take birth in here, they will be taking birth based upon their karma and they will be having a certain guna from the beginning. So that's a Varnashram system is the system actually. You cannot say that there is no Varnashram system. There is no Varnashram system. It may be in the between of the time, it will be distorted. That doesn't mean that the Varnashram system is not there and it will not be there. It will be there eternally. It will be there forever actually. In the next Satyuga also is continue. But it will be time to time, it will be getting the disturbed and distorted actually. That happens. Like for you, sometimes you get disease. Like your hand, sometimes it may get some kind of disease. It doesn't mean that the now hand is vanished. Disease is there. For this system, disease is there. Because the eternal principle is what? Three modes. Three modes are there ever. And based upon three modes only we are categorizing the people. So maybe time to time you may see the difference. That means the majority will be changing. Sometimes the majority is in the hands of Sudras. That means powers may be in the hands of Sudras, or sometimes power may be in the Vaishyas. Even the present day society, you'll be seeing intellectual class, administrative class, production class, and labor class. So like this, you'll be having these four classes. So it doesn't mean that so these classes are not existing and the principles of the division is not there. No. Divisions are always existing. But only the problem is what? In the present day society, whatever the four divisions, intellectual class is there. What is the purpose of intellectual class? It has to guide the society. In what way? Towards the absolute truth. To realize the absolute truth, they should guide the people actually. So intellectual class, like scientists are there. They are studying so many books. They are sitting in a room and isolating themselves and living a very simple life and no sense gratification. All the time they are studying and making so many formulas and trying to make progress of so-called technological systems. They are there. That means that potency is there. You should understand the potency of studying the books or scriptures and analyzing and thinking and going deeply and doing the activity. This kind of thing is there. You cannot deny this actually. Only the thing is what now? They are misguided actually. They are misguided. That means their philosophy is deviated from the philosophy of Bhagavatam. Now their philosophy is what? They want to conquer on this Prakriti, on the nature. They want to lord over on this. They want to make the people happy by controlling this nature without the surrendering to the Lord. But what is the problem? That class is now misguided actually. But those people has to be so properly guided. What do you think? Completely in this present day, only the Sudras are there. There is no intellectual class at all. There are no intelligent people at all. How can you say this? There are no people who are doing austerity. That means they controls. So to do research, they will be spending the years and years actually, without even meeting with the friends and any other so-called other social gatherings also they don't go. Such austerity they do. Like a Brahmana, how he do? Austerity they do. But what is the use of their austerity? What is the use of their research? That is a misguided research. So that's why like this, you can see same way in the administrative class. Don't you see there is a leaders in the society? Don't you see there is no fighting? There is no army. There is no courageous people. There are no courageous people in this society. They are there. They are fighting actually for the wrong purpose. They are fighting for the wrong purpose. But they should fight for the purpose of dharma. But now those people are not given with the proper dharma. The knowledge of the dharma is not with them. But do you say that just completely all are coward people in the society? It's like that? It's not like that actually. So that's why you should understand there are the courageous, bold, and brave people are there who wants to give their life like that for the sake of some purpose. But that some purpose has to be changed, and that should be for the purpose of dharma. They should live their life. They should sacrifice their life. Do you say there is no production class in the society? Production class means so making the profit. So finding the beneficial methods. So do you say there are no there? Those kind of people are not there. No, there so many are there. But now they should make benefit. Production class means making benefit by the some activity. So now the production class has to be guided that they should follow the dharma, and from that dharma only they should get the artha. So that means production. The principles of dharma should be taught to them, and the right means should be taught to them to gain the artha. So that's why production class also is there. And labor class also is there. So labor class means the working class. There are so many people, just they don't have any intelligence to intellectually guide or to administrate or to produce something. They want to follow and work hard and get some daily wage and live life with that. There are so many people are there like this in the society. But these people also misguided actually. How can you say there are no 4 classes in the society? How can you say this? But these 4 classes are there. Those people are ruled by such a people who are really want to go against the principles of dharma and want to destroy the society. Demonically they are acting. So then who will save this society? Where we are also part of this. You should not see the things in a limited and a narrow mind. You should see things in a broad way. So then you'll understand actually the way. So the society is going, how Prabhupada is instructing this movement actually, the leaders of this movement and the members of this movement, what they should do, he is guiding actually. Okay, we'll continue that. In the last class, we discussed this Varnasrama college is for the elders. In the beginning, the child will be sent to the Gurukul. We have seen some students might be there in the Arthashastra class. for a Kshatriya, what kind of Gurukul curriculum should be done? That is explained actually there. So we have seen that. So just if you want to follow, then you can see those things. In my lectures, Arthashastra lectures, I shared with the public because some classes are very important, even for the everyone actually in the society. That's why it was shared. Let us see then the further course is progress. So then I will make the lectures private. So fine time being, it was shared. So there, for the Kshatriya boy, actually, initially, that means initially he, after the Chola karma, that means Siromandana karma, head shaving. Then after that, what boy has to be at the age of 3 or 5, he will be given with the samskara, head shaving samskara. So head shaving samskara. Then, so he will be starting learning the letters, numbering the counting the numbers. So then at age of 9, he'll be sent to the Gurukul, Upanayan samskara will be happening. Then after that, so just giving a glimpse for you. That's why it's not having the discussion. It's not a real discussion, just giving a glimpse. So in Shastra, it is clearly explained how a boy has to be trained, especially in the case of Kshatriya. You can see in other places, other Varnas also, how they should be trained. Don't think that everything is lost now. Everything is not lost. If everything is lost, then this whole creation will be winded up. Then he will start the new creation. So it's not lost. So at the age of 9, then he will be given the Upanayana Samskara. Then he will be taught with the different subjects actually in the morning time, especially after Sandhya, in the early part of the day. Those will be learning how to ride the horses, how to ride the elephants, how to use the different weapons, and so on. So, and the end part of the day, they will be studying the Itihasas. Itihasa means here not just the Mahabharata, but Purana, Arthashastra, Dharmashastras, Ramayanam, Akhyai means the stories about the great personalities, and then so Udaharanas, that means Panchatantra Kadas, Panchatantra stories. All these he has to go through actually. And whatever the remaining part in the day and also in the night time before sleep, new things he should learn. New things he should learn, and also he should do whatever he learned in the daytime, he should sit peacefully and recall the things. My teacher said this point. Oh, this is the connection. Did you do even one day like that? One day did you do? Just question yourself. Whatever you learned in the class, did you do one day? So just sitting peacefully, without any tension, without any other this thing, that thing. It's very difficult actually, especially Grihasthas. They are having the thousands of things. Education means especially for the brahmacharis till the age of 25. They will be rigorously trained actually. That kind of trained people will build the real society. But now what can we do? Situation is very awkward. Now we don't have such a setup. But will you leave our hope? Will you allow this society to carry forward like this? To become more and more demonically and just exploit the poor people, and also in that exploitation, even devotees also got exploited. Will be living like that? This is a solution actually. Like someone's house is getting burned and we are thinking that, okay, I can just heat my body. It's winter season, okay. Is it like that? This is the nature actually. This is not the actually Vaishnava nature. This cannot be actually. This is not the way our acharyas are saying. Is not the spirit of a devotee actually. This cannot be. Anyway, that we have discussed in the last class. So Prabhupada is saying here, Gurukula is only for small children, primarily, preliminary, primary. And when the children are grown up, the students be sent to the Varnasrama college for further developing training. Pradyananda. They should they be taught also should there also be teaching in some particular skill or varna, such as, say, no. Say, for example, someone was a Kshatriya, was a Kshatriya by inclination, or no. Inclination can be changed also. If one has got a little, but we should take little advantage of the inclination, not that is to be decided by the inclination or no inclination. We can, that will be done. That is not very difficult. This is a most important item because people have been spoiled all over the world by being misguided by the so-called leaders. Therefore, Varnashrama college is required. So now, if you see Chanakya Niti, Chanakya Artha Shastra, what is the... So, anyway, it's a big discussion. Who can be the king actually? So, king is needed, Dandadharaha. The punishment is needed actually, chastisement. That will protect all these three educations. One day I will take the special class on 4 educations. Anvikshiki, Trayi, Varta and Dandaniti, which is also said in the Bhagavatam. The sloka, 10th canto, 3rd canto, 12th chapter, 44 sloka. Anvikshiki, Trayi, Varta, Dandaniti, Tathaiva. Like the sloka goes. These 4 educations are eternally coming from the mouth of the Brahmaji. And there, actually anyway, in that book, simple way I am saying, so the student should have the Vinaya. Vinaya means, so maturity of the handling the things, whatever the duties for him, given to him, those he has to perform very maturely and nicely. That means maturity word is covering so many things. He should have the skill of that duty, that work, and also should be patient, he should be bold, and so many things. So you can say Vinaya means I am translating in a word, English word, maturity actually. This maturity can be, that means to become a Kshatriya or to become a Vaishya. One might be having such a maturity that is known as Vinaya. Try to understand. Okay? To become a particular Varna, to get this particular Varna, what is needed? Maturity of doing those activities related to that Varna. Yes? That is needed or not? So to become a leader, you should have that kind of leadership qualification actually. So what? How it will be coming actually? There Chanakya is discussing. How it will be coming? So it will be coming because you are all parents. You don't say that I don't need this kind of education. You cannot say that. Can you say that, oh, it's not bhakti, I don't need this? Then who will train your children? Grihastha means mother is, she is the father is that, he is only the father who make his child, so who will relieve that child from this entanglement of this material world. That means who will guide, who will make him devotee, who will make sure that he can become a devotee. Then he is only the father, and she is only the mother, and he is only the guru. Then otherwise we are not a father and we are not a mother actually for that child. Guru na sasyat, sajano na sasyat. So we cannot say simply like that. But it's needed actually. Yes, I'm saying here the point. So the qualification to maturely handle that particular Varna activities, how it is possible? That is known as Vinaya. Maturity is also known as Vinaya. It is coming in two ways. Swabhavika and second is Krutaka. Swabhavika means by birth he is having the tendencies of doing, or the tendencies to do those Varna activities nicely. And Krutaka means he can be given with the education actually related to that Varna, and that will make the Vinaya. That means maturity or the qualification to handle those activities. So then, how can you check he is really fit for education or not? Then Chanakya says he should be having the 8 qualities. Yes? What are those 8 qualities? Indrans, bro, you remember? 8 qualities should be needed actually to make someone as a, that means you can apply education on him and you can get the Vinaya in him so that he can handle the Varna activities nicely. Whom education can be given? Okay, no problem. I will say 8 are those. First, Sushrusha, Shravanam, Grahanam, Dharanam, Uha, Apoha, Tattvabhinivesha. Okay. Just 1 second. Last one is that did I say the correctly Sanskrit word or not? Just I'm checking.
You gave only 7, Prabhuji.
Sushusha, Shavanam, Grahanam, Dharanam. Acha, Vijnanam. One more thing. I forgot. Dharanam, after Dharanam, Vijnanam you keep. Uha, Apoha, Tattva Abhinivishta Buddhi. Tattva Abhinivishta Buddhi. So a candidate should have these things. First of all, what? Sushusha. Desire to hear. He should allow him to get training and education. That desire to hear first and foremost. Second thing is Shravanam. He should hear, sit and hear from the expert teacher. After that, hearing is not sufficient. Nicely sitting and just rolling his head. This is not sufficient actually. There should be Grahanam. That means he should accept whatever is said. I don't need. Just body is presented, but mind is somewhere in the playing or something. That's a Grahanam. That means accepting whatever the said thing is there by the teacher, that he has to accept. That means he is hearing nicely, accepting. Accepting means, yes, this is yes, I need, like that. Everything is accepting. Like something is given to you, accepting means what? You feel that it is needed for me, then only you will accept. If you feel that it is not needed, then you reject that. Like for you, if I give a book, so accepting means what? You are so thinking that it is useful for me and receiving that and keeping with you. Receiving. So next is what? Receiving, you received that. Next thing is dharanam. You should hold it. Then only you can get benefit from that. Accepting and also leaving. Then nothing is going to happen. Dharanam is needed. That means holding. आज बोला बस उसको अच्छा लगा बहुत बढ़िया, nice, but it is not there. Dharanam is not there. It is not retaining. Dharana means retaining. It's not there in the memory at all. Then what will happen? तो जैसा पॉट है, घड़ा है, छेद लगा, कितना भी पानी डालो क्या होता है? कभी भरेगा क्या? कभी भरेगा ही नहीं. This is the situation actually. So that's why dharanam means retaining is needed actually. Retaining. Then retaining is enough. Nicely retaining and also is repeating is not sufficient. Then after that vijnanam. Vijnanam means what? So making that practical, that means so making that into the practical action. Applying in his life. Applying in the activities, doing in the activities. That means practical application, vijnana means. So Dharanam also we are doing nicely, Bhagavatam we know everything, every chapter nicely. But you are not at all applying for you. Then what is the use? So applying you did. Then after that next, Uha. So Uha means the things which are not said to you by the teacher, but whatever the said thing is there, based upon that, whatever is not said, that you are able to understand. Example, so your teacher said, fire always, that means, sorry, smoke always produced from fire. Otherwise, smoke will not be there. So, wherever there is smoke, there is definitely fire. Because smoke comes only from fire. So, this is the logic is given to you. Then you can apply this. There is you went to some hill, near to a hill, then you are seeing there the smoke. But nobody said to you that there is a fire on that mountain. But immediately you heard this principle from your teacher. So smoke comes always from fire only, no other means. There is no other ways. So that's why, so, oh, there is smoke is there means smoke always comes from fire only. So that means there should be a fire. That means on this top of the hill, there is a fire. That means this new thing. On the top of the hill, there is a fire. This is not at all said to you. You didn't see also. But you came to know now. That means Uha means knowing the new things based upon the known things is known as Uha. Okay. The next one is Apoha. Based upon the known things which are impossible, so or which are not logical. Based upon the known things and using logic, so rejecting the impossible things. Apoha means rejecting the illogical things. This logic is based upon what? Based upon the said thing actually. Whatever your teacher said, you heard that nicely, you're holding, you're retaining that, and you are applying. And based upon that, you are, so, which are not logical, that you are rejecting. Then what? This is enough? This is also not enough. One more thing is needed. Tattva abhinivesha buddhi. That means you should have such a sharp intelligence to go deep into the subject matter. That means you should find the root of this. You should try to catch the root of that subject matter. Any science is taught to you, you should go deep into that and find the fundamentals. Understand those. Like in the mathematics, if you don't understand the formulas, just your teacher showed the one problem how to solve, and you learn that much only, but you don't have the real understanding of the background. That means deeper understanding how these formulas can be applied. So what is this formula? That you don't have. Then only you're learning only those problems, only whatever taught by teacher. A new problem coming, not able to do. Then that is known as what? Tattva abhinivesha drishti is buddhi is not there. Whoever is having these qualities in a high caliber way, those will be the Brahmanas actually. And remaining Varnas, it will be chucked in a different degrees. But the point is what? Education can be given, reformation can be done for this kind of people only. Like example, you cannot make a diamond just by rubbing the two stones. If you take a normal stone and if you try to just sharpen it, then can it become diamond? Never. But if you take the, yes, the diamond, which is having the diamondness in that, if you take that and you have to so sharp it. We should not waste the time actually on those students who cannot be given with education. So why we have to waste? Let them who are rejecting them. We are not rejecting. This is not the modern education will reject. Modern education systems will reject them. In Varnashram system, all four Varnas are important. Nobody is rejected. Okay, no problem, sir. If you are not able to learn things, you serve whatever is said to you nicely. And we will take care of you. We are not going to reject you. Whatever needs are there for you, everything we will take care. Other three Varnas are promising this. And you help us. And you are also part of our society. And ultimately, you can also do bhakti. We can also do bhakti. Everyone can do. And ultimate result, you also get. You can simply sit and chant. Then definitely, by this, yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvai gunahi tatra samasate sura. All the good qualities will be manifesting. All the prarabdha will be out, which is stopping him. Then sufficient intelligence will be developed in him to understand all the things, which is the real thing which is needed actually. That is bhakti. Okay. So that's why society has to be organized in this way, not the present way actually. Rejecting, disqualifying, demoralizing. So no, it's a valueless society actually. There are no values. It's simply exploitation and no guidance. So then next, just I am saying this is the thing is needed in any person who can be, that means trained or educated. These 8 qualities are needed. So how can you get? So this is the best analyzation. You might be studying so many books on education here and there. What is the use? You refer Shastras actually. Everything is there. Shastras, everything is telling actually. Everything is discussed nicely. Why don't you learn that? Why you are hankering to follow this so-called half knowledge people, imperfect knowledge they are having, speculative knowledge they are having? No need to follow them actually. We should set example. Next, Hridayananda. But Prabhupada, I am still not quite clear. In other words, we will teach, for example, like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada, yes, Hare Krishna, Jai. So, Hridayananda, how much would be expected of the students as far as? Would they live with us and follow the 4 principles like that? Or just come for classes on? Prabhupada, yes, come to classes. You won't get, because nobody has got any taste for such thing. A boarding school or boarding college would. Boarding school, yes. Actually, here, Varnasrama college, Prabhupada says that whoever is coming for this Varnasrama college, they should must follow the 4 regulative principles. And also, we'll be seeing whether they can be educated or not based upon the different tests. All those 8 qualities will be checked in the different degrees. So then, that's the point is what? If someone is having this, then we can give education and we can. Prabhupada is saying that is only. I'm just coming back to previous point. So Prabhupada is saying, yes. So those can be trained actually. As a Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya. Those can be trained. See their inclination and see their scope actually, scope of them can be educated or not. So definitely it will be needs the more research. We need a research team who can do more on this. So what are these 8 qualities? And how to check this? How to develop for checking some kind of program actually in the children and also in the elders. It should be researched. Things will not manifest like that. We should not always think that the only ready-made things will be there and we can use it. No. Now I am just opening some doors. So like that you can also do some research. We need such a research students actually, who can help in bringing up the proper systems actually. It's not impossible. Prabhupada is saying it's very simple and easy. So that is one of the area, just a service area. What is that? So how to check the 8 qualities mentioned by Chanakya in his Arthashastra for a student. And after that, how to check if 8 qualities are there, how to check his incline for the Brahminical training or Kshatriya training or Vaishya. So for that also Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada says in the Bhagavad Gita, the qualities of the Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya are given actually. And those qualities you have to check. And how to develop the curriculum, and also for the curriculum also, not only curriculum, then what? The checking, properly checking. Like you see, the present modern society, for IIT entrance, do you think it is happening like that? A lot of hard work people they do actually. Professors sit and set the paper, so tricky, and there they are actually filtering the people actually. So that's why without proper vision and proper hard work, you cannot build the filters actually. Now the people are there. Now we should make the filters so that someone can come out and become a Brahmana from that. Brahmana filter, Kshatriya filter, Vaishya filter, like that. Filters has to be made. That is nothing but giving this some little training initially, common training, and then after that, checking whether these people are fit for this or this or this. So systematically, if you do, it will not be, everyone will accept. Who will not accept? Tell me. If it is properly designed, who will not accept? Everyone will accept. Like, can you say that, oh, your neighbor got the IIT seat and you didn't get, why I didn't get? Can you claim and can you fight? I didn't get the admission in the IIT, so it's not fair. Can you do that? You cannot. How can you do? You are also given equal opportunity. You are not able to perform like that. Then you are finished out.
మన ఇంట్లో వ్యాజిన్ ఉంది బా అయ్యి బొమ్మ
So that's why nothing is difficult actually. It's very simple and easy. Only thing is we are lazy. It's easy but lazy. For lazy people, everything is crazy. Eh? Then we'll make the crazy plans and we invest our intelligence for some other purpose and for some other sake. Okay, next. So, what is a boarding school or the day scholar? That means going and coming. Prabhupada says, yes, come to classes. You won't get. Because nobody has got any taste for such thing. A boarding school or boarding college would. Yes, boarding school is good. So that means especially Varnasrama college, initially for the men and women separate actually now. No mixing. No mixing actually. Simply it will bring the under nonsense actually. By free mixing of male and female will lead to the so many problems. And every program will collapse because of mixing of male and female only. Every program flop because of this only. Anything if you see it's a failure means because of free mixing of male and female. If that is not strictly maintained, then no system will develop actually. It will come up actually into the proper way. That has to be checked actually. There is no free mixing. So that's why boarding school, that means they will be there for 2 months or 3 months. Initially, we should take up some programs. That means for some varnas, some programs, and gradually it should be increased. Now we see in engineering how many branches we got. So many branches. Like you have now optimization, one branch, computer optimization, and web applications, artificial intelligence. These departments these branches are not there initially. Huh? Now they are there. Huh? Only we are having the CSC, computer science and engineering, science engineering. Now there are so many fields. So like that, as much as we advance in the Varnashrama communities, when they advance, then gradually departments will increase. And it will come up. It's not a difficult thing actually. The same intelligent people are there in the society. If they are directed towards this, so then we have the scriptures also. Everything will be revived. And that is only the sustainable thing. It will be so winning actually. That is the winning. Win will come to the dharma only. You should remember, you accept this or not. At the end of the dharma only wins. You accept this as a devotee. And do you think that adharma will win? If initially only you are not having any hope on dharma, which is given by the Lord, then what is this? अरे अपना भगवान के ऊपर ही यकीन नहीं तो क्या यकीन है अभी किस पर यकीन है and there should there be any material subject matter taught like in Gurukula? Prabhupada, yes, just like material subject matter, Kshatriya or the Brahmanas, Kshatriya, as they are described in the Bhagavad Gita. What are the symptoms of Brahmana? What is the symptoms of Kshatriya? The Kshatriya should be taught how to fight also. There will be military training. They will be training how to kill. Understanding? This movement is having how much scope? This is the agenda. This is the planning actually Prabhupada is giving. 4 Varnas has to be trained as described in the scriptures. So those qualities are mentioned. And then you can see how to groom up those in the people. You should see the things through the Bhagavatam. There are so many places where like example, Kardamuni is describing the qualities of Swayambhu Manu. So Swayambhu Manu came to give his daughter to him. So then Kardamuni is giving respect and glorifying him. A king, how the qualities he should have. He is describing those. Like this, several places are there in the Bhagavad and also other Puranas. And also in the Mahabharata, it's a storehouse of all these qualities. So we can get a lot of hints actually, many, many hints. Instead of studying the computer science, if we study Bhagavatam and Bhagavatam, so Mahabharata and so on, so we can design a better society actually. It's not an impossible thing. So did you study actually? You didn't study. And how can you say it's impossible? Simply we say impossible. Without trying, how can you say it's impossible? And you may say, others are tried. Did they start Varnasrama college? Did they train the people and then after that send? Did they have any programs like this, as said by the Prabhupada? Then if you don't follow Acharya, then how can you expect the result actually? We should follow in the footsteps of given. So Acharya, whatever the way he is showing, he knows how to do. And whatever, we simply just follow him. So that's why we all prepare for that. We prepare the things for the future generations, for the present generation, also for the future generations. It's a service actually. Service. If you are doing 24 hours direct devotion, then no need actually. These are all obviously say, like Haridas Thakur, you are sitting and able to chant. Then fine, no need. There will be military training, and these Kshatriyas will be training how to kill. So then Hridayananda is saying, Prabhupada, yes. And Vaishya should be trained how to give protection to the cows and how to till the field and grow food. Practical. This is the thing. It's not that someone is attacking the devotee community and just, Krishna's plan, what can we do? Is it the right answer? It's a Krishna's plan. For that we say it's a Krishna's plan. In front of you, devotees are killed, then you'll be saying that it's a Krishna's plan. What can we do? Then everything is Krishna's plan only, na? Why you have to, for your sake, in our case, wouldn't accept like that. Some damage has happened. Then you'll become immediately aggressive. Oh, why it happened to me? Then you don't take it as a Krishna's plan. For others, it will be Krishna's plan. Actually, to be frank, in our case, we should take it as a Krishna's plan and accept everything. Whatever the loss is happening, you should accept. But for others' sake, you should not say it's a Krishna's plan. You should give life for that. That is a Vaishnavism, actually. That is a Vaishnavism. For other Vaishnavas' help, if you are coming forward, that is what? That is a really Vaishnavism. Paropakari. Paradukka dukki. This is the quality. स्वदुख दुखी अपना दुख के लिए दुखी हो जाए ऐसा कहीं नहीं कहा. ऐसा कहें क्या कहें? और अपना भलाई के लिए अपना भलाई होगा जब भगवान की सरेंडर किया तो प्रभुपाद बोल रहे थे ना. प्रभुपाद इज सेइंग When you surrender to the Lord, your benefit is already is done. Your welfare is taken care by the Lord. Now you have to think for others. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. In the last class we have studied that. Definitely. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, Janma sardha kori karo paropaka. Yes, that's the sense is what? You should become selfish, it's not the meaning. The sense of saying this is, you should learn nicely and teach others. And now learn means apply and learn nicely and teach. With half knowledge, you don't enter. That is the point. But it's not discouraging that you should become selfish and you first be in that. That is not the thing. That is not the mood actually behind that. Next, morning walk, March 14, 1974. What kind of training is there for Sudra? Prabhupada, Sudra is general assistant or just order carrier. He has no intelligence. He doesn't require intelligence. Do this. That's all. So, what would he learn at school though? What would his business be at the Varnasrama college? Yes, that is also training to become obedient. So now you have to write the point. In Varnashrama college, Sudras, actually, Varnashrama and other places, Prabhupada says, Varnashrama college is meant for the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. And also some places he said that because now there is no obedient Sudra, so that's why that training also should be given. Otherwise, in general, there is no need. If they are already trained from the childhood, there are no need. But because the way the education, the shastras and teaching, we are seeing that 8 qualities to make Vinaya. So those we may not check in. Only thing is, so those things, that means that's whatever education is given, not check means you should check anyway to say that he's not fit for education. Checking will be there. But the point is, so he will not be given the education how the Brahmana Kshatriya Vaishya. This is material things actually. One more thing is what? This Varna education is material only. So the point is what? But we are dealing the material things as per the scriptures, which will protect the dharma and which will make people progress in the devotion. If you are fully transcend the modes, then there is that person can say, why you are instructing me for the caring or thinking about these modes or this kind of shastric injunctions. So, but you who are not in that platform, so they don't have any right to say this. Simply, you cannot use the statement without having the qualification. That's anyway we have seen it many times. So then next. So Sudras also will be having the training. How to become obedient. So what are these hippies? They are not obedient. So obedience also require training. If you have no intelligence, if you can't do anything independently, just be obedient to the other higher 3 classes. That is Shudra. So that's why we will be allowing everyone to Varnasrama college and we will be having these systematic filters. Initially, basic opportunities will be given to everyone equally. And then after that, filters will be made. So to check whether they are qualified for the specific training. So that's why in the beginning, it will be open opportunity should be there. Don't immediately say that, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. But there should be proper assessment as per given by the, as given in the scriptures. Assessment should be done impartially. And that kind of assessment program is needed. That is known as filtering the people. It will develop gradually. It's not a big thing. Next, he must agree to abide by the others, by the orders of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. That's all. So that nobody will be unemployed. That is the program actually. Everyone will be given space in this society and respectable position and engaged and taken care and protected materially and also guided in spiritually. This is the perfect society. That kind of society is needed. Otherwise, why you have to preach? If you want to, you have no interest in the others, then you don't need to do the preaching also. Then do the bhajan simply. Then if you want to help others, then help in a full way. Why you have to give half help? Give full help. So that's why. That means they are materially tortured. Now you give the spark of devotion in them. And they're very unfavorable situation, then how they will sustain and how will they will continue their devotion. जो पौधा लगाते हैं पानी डालने का भी उनका जिम्मेदारी है, ऐसा नहीं है कि पौधा लगा के चले जाएंगे. Not just planting the plant is not sufficient. Actually, you should protect and you should give water that. You are making devotees, but if you don't make the conducive environment for them to practice, then what is this? Then what is the meaning of doing preaching? So that's why we should help. That is the only the intention. That's a Prabhupada's mood actually. He's so Jagat Guru, he's magnanimous. No one is there in this whole world, the leader like him. Just think actually. Think about him. How he is having the planning. So that is Prabhupada. He is unparalleled and he is a unique acharya actually. So we should be very responsible to carry forward his mission, to fulfill his desires and his instructions, to follow his instructions. That is known as loyalty actually. A loyal student will accept everything, not that the selective thing. Everything said by his guru. That is known as surrenderance. That is the obedience. That will bestow the mercy of that guru. That is needed actually. Next. So that is Sudra. He must agree to abide by the orders of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. That's all. So that nobody will be unemployed. Everyone should be trained up to sleep. 6 to 8 hours. Everyone should be trained up to sleep. 6 to 8 hours and attend meeting, chant and harati and balance. He must work hard, not that sleeping. So the timetable he is giving now. How many hours? 6 to 8 hours. Sleep can. You should be trained sleeping 6 to 8 hours.
Everyone should be trained to sleep up to 6 to 8 hours.
Actually, here something phrase is one thing. 6 to 8 hours and attend meeting, chant and harati. Generally, for common people, that means who are not spiritually so much elevated, for them 6 hours sleep is needed actually. But as much as you progress in the spirituality, then need of the urges will be reduced. Like acharyas, they used to sleep only 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, like that, 1 hour, like that. But in a common man, for a common man, 6 hours, 6 to 8. In the extreme case, 8. They should be allowed to sleep. And meeting, chanting, and harati. This also will take this some time. Chanting 2 hours, harati. That means it may take other. So 5 hours. So that means let us take 8 plus 5, 13. Then 11 hours. They should be working hard, learning the things. That means nobody, that's why in the Chanakya Arthashastra we says, the powerful leader is very much needed actually. Nobody will be sitting idly actually. Everyone fully engaged. And everyone should work hard. Otherwise then disease will come. If they are not working hard, then disease will come. That's the problem actually. Then they will eat and then sleep, that will be causing the disease in the body. And also too much working also will be leading, or too much sleeping also will be leading the disease. So that's why we should appropriately take 6 to 8 hours sleep, then meeting, chanting, and harati, so and so, those. Then remaining part of the time should be so for the training and making them to work hard. So people are really so losing patience and so and so. I was having the experience when I started teaching in Miskan Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya. I designed curriculum for 6 hours. 6 hours of study. So morning 3 hours, that means from 10 to 11, 12, 1 o'clock. So then 1 to 3, some rest and other activities. Then next 3 to 6. Total 6 hours. What to speak of 6 hours? They complained on me actually for attending even 4 hours. I 2.5 hours Bhagavatam, 1.5 hours Sandarbha, 1 hour grammar actually, Sanskrit grammar. This was the initial curriculum. That means we should train the rigorously that the preachers. Preacher means what? It's a responsible position in the society. You should not spread the nonsense in the society. You should be powerfully trained actually. Then thought that and 5 hours. I alone teaching because I didn't have the staff also, much staff. 2 months I'm preparing at that time, not having the much because first time teaching. For my sake I studied, but teaching sake, Bhagavatam also first time. So teaching with them, my 4 years back almost all. This is the thing. And also Sanskrit grammar and Sandarbhas, 5 hours alone teaching and preparing. And they are all elder to me and same age, all otherwise 40, 41, 42 like that. And someone is lesser than me, 35. They are saying that it's very horrible, and they finally fought with me and management and brought to the 4 hours, 5 to 4, and 4 hours also. After that, they brought so much complaints on that. This is also heavy. 3 hours is enough. This is not the actual mood actually. So what we can do actually? Situation is very awkward because the things are upside down. But we should not leave the hope. Leaving hope is just running away from the battle. That's not the thing. So finally, actually, at least 4 hours, it continued for the 3 years. 4 hours. So 2.5 plus 1.5 hour, like that. 4 hours we continue. But it should be, well, if you plan well, and also if you properly encourage them, actually, inspiration is needed. And time to time inspire them, and so make feel the importance of this. Then let them sacrifice should come out from the people. So let me sacrifice my comfortable zone and work hard. This has to be brought out, actually. In the people, we should cultivate this. It's nothing is impossible, actually. But proper management, if you do, and proper inspiration is there, then it can be done. 5 hours easily they can. 5 to 6. Young people, actually, if you select young people, but who are 40s, 45s, it's difficult, actually. We are giving the food also, but it's a boarding school. It's not the just day scholar school. We are providing all everything, eating, sleeping. But the thing is, one more thing, they will be having the classroom study 4 hours. After class, also they have the preparation. So we should count that also. Can do, actually. Should engage. Then people are fully engaged. 5 hours means, oh, Bhagavatam revision, Sandarbha, recalling, and also test will be there. And also next grammar, sutras, tables learning, fully engaged. But Dharanam is not there. Dharanam is not there. Not able to retain the things. Because as the age grows, the grasping and retention power will reduce. Like you see, like child, can you jump? No. You're all mothers and like the Prabhu's very, almost all you're all elder to me. So that means your age is more than 45, 40, or even so more than 40s actually. But so you have experience. You might be feeling no, not able to remember and forgetting. It's happening. Yes, it happens actually. But no, don't worry. You are also very important one in this mission actually. Your contribution is also very important. With this only we will build the bridge. Even a small squirrel also help in building a bridge. Don't feel that I'm not able to do a big help. No problem. It's a service to the Srila Prabhupada. Be happy and try actually. No problem. We'll try. But the point is, if children are there, then they can grasp and also retain so nicely. I taught young boy also, 13 years, 12 years, 13 years. So quickly he learns anything. Fat, fat, fat. But only thing is he needs time to digest. That's no problem. That will come by the time. So this education is a lifelong thing actually. You keep on learning things. Don't stop actually. This is my humble request. Don't stop learning the things, new books. So that's bhakti books also. You keep on revising and also studying the new things. This should be, that is a Brahminical culture actually. Then that will make you energetic actually and confident. And ultimately, Krishna's blessings we need and devotees. But from your side, you should have this. It will develop a confidence in you, really. Things will become slowly, gradually, everything will be open. Nothing is impossible. It's everything simple, actually. Everything is very simple. Okay. Next. Now, so important thing is coming. Prabhupada. Otherwise, so it is the March 14, 1974 same. There are little animals with 4 hands, 2 legs, 2 hand animals. That's all. Yes, rejected them. Vedic civilization rejected them. Mlechas and Yavanas. But they can be reformed. The process is the same. Not that because they are rejected, they can't be reclaimed. So because Prabhupada is speaking, these Yavanas and Mlechas. Generally, people who are from other than India, so they are called like that as per the scriptures. So, but Prabhupada is saying those can be reformed. Just like you are being done, although you are coming from the Mlechas and Yavanas, by training, that means education, you are becoming more than a Brahmana. So there is no bear for them. Ultimately, these rascals don't agree to accept. As soon as you say, no more illicit sex, oh, they become angry. As soon as I say, there is no meat eating, they become angry. Murkayopadesho hi prakopayati na shamyati. The rascals, fools, if you give them good lessons, education, they will be angry. So, prakopayati na shamyati. Payah panam bhujangana. The snake, if you give him nice milk and banana, the result will be he will increase his poison. Payah panam bhujangana. Kevalam vishavardhanam. But Krishna's grace, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace, they are being now trained up. Generally, what? It's very difficult to reform the people. Yes, but now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace is there and Krishna's grace is there. Because now reformation can be done. So that's what Prabhupada is saying. Now you be trained up and revise the whole edition of Western civilization, especially in America. Then a new chapter will come in. This is the program. Therefore, Varnasrama school required. North Americans, they should remember this. North American devotees, first of all, they should have Varnasrama college. Not for fighting for the equal rights and so on. Vedic culture should begin from there. Now the situation is becoming upside down. Prabhupada is saying, especially in America, because that is a beginning place now. Because everyone will follow them. So what kind of reformation? So this Western chapter will be closed. Western culture chapter is closed and the values of Vedic life will be revived there through the Varnasrama college. That's why that should be started there. Anything is happening, North American devotees also there. Yeah. You people should ask your leaders, what about this statement? It's important. So you should not speculate the what Prabhupada wanted. He's clearly saying, don't speculate and don't define your own mental speculation. And nowadays, replacing the Varnashrama, they are doing their own speculation. With that, they are replacing the systems given by the scriptures. And they don't want to use the word Varnashrama. I asked one leader actually, who were giving the presentation. And I asked, why this Varnashrama word you don't want to use? No, it's a Sanskrit word. But they want to use the word Dharma, but they don't want to use the word Varnashrama. But where Prabhupada is clearly saying. Anyway, so time will heal everything and time will give the solution. Don't worry. So we are not much worried about anything. We have full confidence on Prabhupada's words and also, so time will be giving the judgment and proper clearance. No problem. Things will not be the same way it will be. So we should keep the things as it is. My point is, it's as it is. Our philosophy is as it is. No speculation. We should not define our own things. with our own short-sighted things. No. What are scriptures says we should follow that. In Kali Yuga, there is no need of scriptures. Then why Prabhupada is asking to start this Varnasrama college? And he is asking to refer the scriptures and understand and train them. And I will take care only devotion and I will take only devotion part. In the Bhagavad Gita, first 6 chapters are discussing about the karma only. Nishkam Karma Yoga. What is the importance of karma for practicing karma, dharma? Clearly said there actually. There should be also is saying, so everyone should be divided based upon the guna karma. And everyone should stick to that. And then there is a civilization that is. And then they will progress in the spiritual life. This is the essence, na? You are hearing this only na, from the 6 chapters. And why don't you follow this? Then what kind of faith we have in our Bhagavad Gita? Okay. So next, Hridayananda. So Prabhupada, in this Varnashrama college, is it true that there will be no need, for example, for teaching material history and mathematics? Before that, actually, you should see, this is going to create a new chapter, actually. This is important word, you should note it. Then a new chapter will come in. That means, many people, they ask, Prabhuji, you are teaching this Arthashastra. How can we apply this to the present day society? We are not there to use our brain to develop the so-called systems of the opposite party. No. This knowledge is there to build a new society, actually. We want to start the new chapter, actually. New chapter in the history, because this is the ISKCON, Krishna Conscious Movement's goal, actually, to create the new chapter. Sadhana Vruddhi is getting sleeping, actually. Mataji. Became old with that same. Okay. Okay. Just let me conclude things. 8 o'clock this is. We can have question answers after that. Just let me finish this. So they ask questions. So what about the history? Material history and mathematics and so on. Prabhupada is saying that there is no need of studying the so-called history. There is no need. History, we simply read Mahabharata. Chanakya is saying what they should study. Itihasa means there he is saying Mahabharata, Ramayana, and Arthashastras given by previous sages. Dharma Shastras given by the previous sages. And understand deeply the concept of dharma and how to run the society based upon that. So, history of the great men, Pandavas, that's Akyayika, we say. Studying about any specific personality, which may not be in the Mahabharata and Ramayana, like Shivaji Maharaj and so on so, like great personalities. And how they were fighting for the good cause, how they were resigning. This is the thing. What you have to learn from that? Of course, they are pure devotees, but how, being a pure devotee, how he fought for the dharma, that we should learn. We don't have this idea at all. We don't want to accept also. Oh, we are transcendental. Why we have to follow dharma? And we also give the water for that and finish. Tilodakam. No need of any dharma. Is it like that? You are learning that from the Bhagavad Gita. So, though, okay, now I understood bhakti. So, why I have to do my dharma? Leave it. And Arjuna just left that battlefield and he went off. Is it like that? So, Prabhupada, what he's saying? So, from that Pandavas, They fought for the dharma, being a pure devotee also. That is the lesson. If this principle is not understood, then what is the meaning of studying Bhagavad Gita? And how to resign? Even he is having a lot of opulence, and simply they left all 6 people. They went off. Sargarohana. Okay, next. That history, not this rascal history. If you study that history, millions of years, what is that history and what you will learn from that history? Huh? Millions of years. If you study, what is the use of that modern history? You learn history of the real great men, how they worked, how they ruled. That is, you study history of Maharaj Yudhishthir. See, we should teach to the children, not this skill, that skill, personality development. What is that? Simply bogus, made by the so-called people, just speculation. So practical people, they are all. They behaved and they got. It's not outdated actually. We should create a new chapter. That thing always should be there in the mind. So how to fit myself in this society? Learning something from Shastra and try to fit myself so that I can also nicely perform and participate in their demonic activities. For at least don't use the principles of Shastra for your so-called material existence. That means especially material subjects like Artha Shastra. Learn some management texts and use to impress your boss. No. So, okay, this is the thing. So we have to be a small group of we people. So after this, actually, one more, that means a few more sessions I will take on this. Then next, what we'll do, I will teach you about the education. That's a 4 Anvikshiki Trayi Varta Dandaniti. Then we'll make the different departments in that. Then we started allotting the departments to the different responsible people. And he has to, so try to, that means work on that area, and we'll be having the research teams actually. 2 teams now we have, Hindi and English. So we'll try to make the devotees, that means, so asking them where they can do research, at least sometime, something. Like a squirrel, it helped to the King Rama, Lord Rama. So at least something he can do now. Some help. So like that, we'll see. And also gradually, slowly, some output will come. And then after that, few people more will join and more will join. Like that. We'll try to have a good hope, positive hope. Of course, we are not asking you to leave everything now. Just give the some energy and time for this good cause, which is really wanted by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, we'll differentiate, make these departments 4 major educations. Anvikshiki Trayi Varta Dandaniti. What is that? What is the importance of those in spiritually and materially? That I will explain and I will make you clear. Then we'll make the departments in that. Then that is covering the entire society. That is going to cover entire society. All the education will be covered in that. Then there is no need to think out of anything from that. Then we have to start developing the teams in that, experts in that areas. So initially it may go a little online. Then after that, try to bring these things into the on-site. At least maybe 2 months in a year training, small training. We'll do like that, beginning. First training and education, then only. So some other things, next steps. not jumping like immediately without proper training and education. No. Okay. So this is my just humble suggestion or plan. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, so please raise your hand and give your comment. Very serious, everyone. Not speaking at all. Why? I don't know. Very grave, we are all. Okay, then no problem. So if there are no questions, so Sadhana Vriddhi Mataji. So please, you can make the notes and continue that. We'll try
Yes,
to
Prabhuji.
come up with some guidebook for the devotees,
Yes.
and it can be helpful for them. So that if you order, you capture the points, and once again we'll work on that and try to rearrange the things and
Yes,
bring
Prabhuji.
out and add few more things from other books also. Like example, education, we took out from the Chanakya Shastra, the curriculum for the Kshatriya. More idea we got. So like this. So we keep on, that means developing, and adding. That we will do. So
Yes,
like that.
Prabhuji.
So yeah, things will evolve gradually. We should be patient and also enthusiastic and also determined.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Indrani Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, very nice discussion. Uh, our humble participation is very little,
Yeah,
and
no problem.
we feel that we can first get educated and then can be a part of the organization. Uh, I just wanted to know about this 6 different philosophies, which books we can refer to, uh,
Yeah.
and maybe we can
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. That
understand
comes under the
first.
Anvikshiki. Yeah, 6 philosophies. Definitely,
Yeah.
Prabhu. So in under Anvikshiki, the 6 philosophies we discussed, I think you might be remembering in the Arthashastra class.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So those basic books are there, like for the Nyaya, Tarka Sangraha, and for the Sankhya Tattva Kaumadi, for the Mimamsa, Nyaya Prakash, and for Vedanta anyway we have our Gaudiya Govinda Bhashya,
Yeah.
and Yoga. So Patanjali Yoga Sutras, small book it is. It is there. And what is there? Karika. So sorry, Vaisheshika. Vaisheshika is nothing but similar to the Nyaya only. So there is no need to study that. Nyaya is Tark Sangraha, and after that, there are the commentaries on Tark Sangraha. If you study, that is enough. So that is for the grown up elder people. So,
Right.
but for the children, we have big version actually, expanded version. दिस इज
Okay.
फॉर दी काम चलाने के लिए अभी तो हमारा जीवन बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है तो जो लोग 50 के ऊपर है तो so just to understand Bhagavatam, keeping that as a goal. So because we studied that this philosophies will help us to understand subject matter very deeply.
Yeah.
So that's why keeping that advantage so into the mind, that is especially in the Bhagavatam. So that much we design that course.
Another thing, Prabhu, uh, like giving an introduction to the children of
Yeah.
in Gurukul uh, about these 6 different philosophies. So any kind of work has been done or some material is available?
Yeah, the 6 philosophies. Actually, whoever is even 12 years old boy, he can learn this because I experimented and I taught this to the boy and he is able to catch. Practically also I did. The Sampriya Mata's son, Meghavarna. So he used to learn grammar also from me and he used to learn the Tarka Sangra. So he was able to catch, and that is so. But at that time, that's just I'm sharing my experience. So that was not went for the many years. Only 1 year we did, and a few chapters only over. But maybe in I don't know other like I just recently went to our Mayapur Gurukul also. This Bhakti Vijayapur Maharaj. So that's Prithivardhan Arjun Swami Maharaj is running that. So I offered actually to them. I'm having the everyday 1 hour time I can give for your children. If you like, you can. But they said that they don't have this kind of subjects in their curriculum actually. They have only Prabhupada books and some other things. Like their focus is different. So learning the mantras and deity worship and cooking, cleaning, and that kind of things.
But if we want
So
to prepare people for Varnashram college, then I suppose right from the age of Gurukul, things should be introduced in such a fashion that they get
yes,
tuned up for Varnashram
yes, yes,
college, as
yes,
Prabhupada is
yes,
saying.
yes.
So a
The
proper curriculum for Gurukul has to be developed
Gurukul has to
in
be
that
developed. Yes,
sense.
yes, yes.
That is nowhere
Definitely,
present
there is a need.
everywhere.
Yeah,
In the name of
there is a
Gurukul,
need.
they
Is
are
there?
teaching
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
same education which is going on in the other schools and colleges in the name of Gurukul. But
Yes,
actually,
yes,
as you were saying, that a new chapter should start.
yes,
So Gurukul, right from the Gurukul education, it should be fashioned in such a way
yes,
that
yes,
when the child gets out and he gets into the Varnashram college, he gets
yes,
set up that way. And
yes,
especially
Prabhu.
the qualities which you were saying
Yeah,
that they should be there in him, the 8 qualities.
yeah.
So maybe the formative years are the Gurukul.
We have committee. I am also member, but it's very inactive. So myself, Vasugosh Prabhu and Bharat Chandra Prabhu, Prithivardhana Arjo Swami Maharaj, and what is that? Go, what is that? Gauranga, what is that? Madhav Gaurang Prabhu. Madhav Gaurang Prabhu. He's also Gurukul man. But
Okay.
yeah, everyone is having a lot of service. And one unfortunate thing, all the teams they will be there. In every team, you can see same faces. That's the problem. He's having this committee, that committee, that committee.
Only
So, but it
committees
should be
are there,
given to
but
a specific people, fully focused people.
there are so many committees, but there is no one committed committee.
Yeah,
It-
there is no committed committee. Committees are there, bro. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
should really open the doors for the young generation, new people. So reins should be given into their hands with proper observation, proper with vigilance should be there, but then it can manifest very quickly. But if it is having a lot of so time to resolve the things and pass the resolutions, then I don't know. So because we were also thinking, one more thing, Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj also was there in that, and I think our Kamalochan Prabhu also is there. I think so.
Kamalochan Prabhu is my batchmate.
Acha, acha, acha.
Yeah.
So we were having how to have affiliations. So that means some Gurukuls specifically on the ISKCON land, some are the affiliated to ISKCON, some are the just Grihasthas and they don't want any affiliation, but they need some guidance. So like this, we were thinking many patterns also and brainstorming, but so that's very important thing, Prabhu. So we need actually cultivate. Now I am doing this thing because we are trying to cultivate the devotees in the with the same mission and goal, so that we can expect this some service from all these devotees, like in
Yeah.
this 15 now, and in the Hindi batch another 15, and next after 2-3 months I'll run one more course and get the few more students. Let us see, that means something, if it is able to manifest, then yeah, focus is there, but definitely
I'm,
we'll be
I'm
working on that.
inviting you to Amritsar to come and visit, and maybe
What is
you
that,
can
Prabhu?
inspire some people out there.
Yeah.
I'm inspiring you to, I'm
Yeah.
inviting you to Amritsar.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah, yeah. Yes, bro,
come to Amritsar?
definitely. That I'll come, Prabhu, sometime.
You can
So
inspire
yeah,
some people out there.
yeah, Prabhu. So yeah, please pray for us so that we can do some substantial service for Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Any
Thank
other
you.
comments or questions? Yes, Radhanugumati. Yes.
Prabhuji, first week of January, I'm traveling to Mayapur.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I'm audible.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, first week of January, I'm traveling to Mayapur.
Nice, Mataji. Welcome. Actually, you can welcome to Mayapur, Chandrodaya Mandir, and also especially to the Varnasrama office, Chakra Building 137.
Okay, Prabhuji. I'll definitely come and see you.
Mataji?
Thank you. I'll come and see you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
I'll pay
Please.
visit.
You are always
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
We are all having the ILS actually this time. ISKCON Lead Seminar. Yeah.
Okay.
I will be also giving the one topic in that. It means it's
What are
already
the dates, Prabhuji? What are the dates?
Huh?
The dates for the seminar?
dates 2 to 6, 4 days, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Or 6 to something. I forgot actually. In the February it is.
Okay, February. I'm coming in January, Prabhuji. 6th
Oh,
I'll be
acha.
there. 6th
It will be in
January I'll
February.
be there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you very much. And if not, so Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyo cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ananda Godi Vaishnava Bhaktarvrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari.